Hey, it's BossManWalt. I was asked to do a Q&A. We hit 100 subscribers. I said, let's go. Here with Hawkster152, he's going to be asking me some questions from some subscribers, fans that sent me some, and let's go. Hawkster.
All right, so our first person who's asking questions is Eric. Eric asks, do you like fishing?
I do. Eric, fishing, love it. Saltwater fishing, have done that a few times. Going out in some charter boats. Done some land. Just going out to the tackle box, walking up and down the river. Yes, I do.
Will you ever do a Q&A?
No. Yet here I am. So there you go.
Will you ever collaborate with anyone?
I want to say yes. Haven't thought about it too much. That's definitely the possibility. Let's table that to the future because it's probably. I mean, it would happen. I mean, I'm open-minded to that. Next.
Will you ever play Special Delivery, which is my game?
Special Delivery made by Hawkster152. Actually, I have played Special Delivery, and some of my people at BMW, BossManWalt, have played Special Delivery, the test pilot, and they actually love it. And I'm not just saying that because Hawkster152 made it. They like it. Definitely check it out. But yes, that is a game I would play.
From Jessica, do you like chickens?
No. Yes, of course I like chickens. You ever see Carl? I have a 6-foot rooster in my front yard. Chickens are awesome. Where do you get your eggs from? What came first, the egg or the chicken? Who knows? But chickens are cool. Got a couple in the yard. Who doesn't like... Even when you say knock, knock, who's there, chicken? I mean, who didn't cross the road, chicken? Never mind, chickens are cool. Let's go. I just don't want them in my backyard making noise and have to feed them, but...
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, I have 2 questions for you. What's your favorite non-retro game? So basically 2013 and up.
Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm just going to throw that out there. Zelda Breath of the Wild is amazing. Zelda games of the past, I mean, I've loved COD. Don't get me wrong. Loved it. I mean, I've gone up through some of these games. Tears of the Kingdom. Man, I'll just leave it at that.
What was your favorite video or stream to make or film?
It was a video. It was the video when we first started Channel Trailer. So the Channel Trailer video to me was amazing. It was the first time that we got to use the green screen, jumped outside. Hawkster152 was teaching me how to do those kind of things, which is awesome. So to me, that was my favorite moment when your son is teaching you how to do some anything. But this was amazing and so cool and so much fun. That video was fun. I mean, one afternoon of just putting around the yard and jumping up into the game room and hitting the green screen and then putting it up on the computer and doing the little things that we do. That was awesome. I'll never forget it. Amazing.
We have another Eric, not the original one.
So Eric number 2.
Yep. So Eric 2 says, how old are you?
I'm old, Eric. I'll tell you what. I'm old enough to have played Atari and Super Mario when it first came out.
How did you get Carl?
Carl, how did I get him? Well, it was love at first sight. So there he was in the store. I just had to have him. Listen, I had to take him apart in the store because he was built. He was standing there. He was tall. I had to take his tail off to put him in the car and take his feet off. And
sounds so gruesome.
Yeah. But I put them all back together. It was like Humpty Dumpty in the front yard. So how I got him was I got him at the store.
Now Charlie asks, what's your favorite game to play?
Super Mario Brothers. Original NES, in the toaster box, or the Famicom, because that's how I roll now.
When did you start playing video games?
I'm not going to give you the year I was born, but I would say 1982. Maybe even a little sooner than that. But on the Atari, that one stick.
Yeah, 81 or 82, right?
Yeah,
probably realistic.
right around there.
Yeah. How did you start streaming?
Awesome question. Who asked that question? Was
Charlie.
That Charlie? Chiefs fan 41. Good question. Great question. Thinking about it, it was 1 year ago in 2 days, meaning Father's Day last year. My son, Hawkster152, bought me a video cam, and he said, hey, let's mess around with this, and we'll play this game, and we'll do this. And so what happened was Hawkster152 got me a video camera and said, let's start streaming.
Yeah, we just hooked up to the Xbox, played some Fortnite, and it was great.
And off we were running with some Fortnite and some camping, and the camper guy, good for you, and all of us.
It's funny. It was like I remember. What is it? Brandon was over. It was a joke. It was like you can stream video games. This is so cool.
And it was awesome. So in 2 days, it'll be 1 year since I've started streaming from my original stream.
Yeah.
So Father's Day 1 year ago. Good question.
What was your favorite game to play as a kid?
Super Mario Brothers. So
yeah.
once you got that Nintendo as a child, it just changed the world of video games. And Super Mario Brothers.
Here you go.
Yeah. So when you got that as a child, it was winning.
That's OG. So our next person who asked questions is Robbie. He asked quite a few. What games do you plan on trying?
Wait, what's quite a few from Robbie?
We got like.
Does Robbie know it's $1 a question here? Or what?
Okay. Robbie asks, what games do you plan on trying that you don't already have?
Games I want to try that I don't have currently. Contra 3, and yes, there's a Contra 2, so I want to do Contra 2, Contra 3. Castlevania. Don't sleep on it. It's been so long, but it's one of those games that I got to get into. So, yes, there are some games that I will be acquiring over some time when we see them, when we get them, when we could, pick them up here and there. It's not like I can just, you don't order those. You don't go into BJ's, Costco, or ShopRite and just buy one of those games. These retro games we get at retro game stores, online, all these other places. But yes, when I find them, when I see them, we will be playing them.
Yeah, so you actually already answered two of his others, which is just if you'll ever play any of the other Contra games.
Whoa. And two of his other questions. So you had 4 questions in there, so it's $3 for it. I'm just adding it up for you, Robbie.
Are you going to get a Switch 2?
Short answer, yes. Not in a rush, but yes. We are going to get a Switch 2 at some point. Because who is not going to play Mario Kart? Who's not going to play Mario Kart? Who's not? I would get the Switch. Don't tell Nintendo this. I mean, because Mario Kart's been a staple. I've played since the original cheesy, pixelated Mario Kart. It's established and evolved over time to the Mario Kart that they have now. I don't know if I want to play with 24 other players.
That's the first Mario Kart.
But this is the first, literally the first Mario Kart. And Switch coming out with the Mario Kart game, yes. So, short answer, yes. Mario Kart, love it. Gonna rock it. Not as good as Breath of the Wild, but just as cool. Let's go.
Will you ever play retro games that are not for Nintendo? So, Xbox, PlayStation, Sega?
Sega. Yes to that, too. So, there are going to be some games we're going to be playing. Again, not like a video game console is just going to show up in my living room with some games. But we have an Xbox that we started playing a little bit. Got another CRT TV, hooked up to that Xbox just to start playing around with that. we were playing some Halo, which I loved back in the day when Halo first came out. It was just that new game, the new system. Still, the future was coming. But as far as Sega, Sonic the Hedgehog. When I get a Sega, Sonic the Hedgehog is a game that we have to play.
Now, this is the last one from Robbie, but it's probably one of the bigger questions is, are we getting BossManWalt merch?
BossManWalt merch. Yes. Merch coming soon.
Alright, our next question is from Evan. Evan asks, how does it feel to be the greatest streamer to ever exist in any universe?
Next question.
Okay,
when I know, then I'll know. Evan, love it. Appreciate the question. Wow, very positive. Moving on.
From Haley, what was your favorite OG Atari game?
Haley. With an A-I-L-Y or Haley? How do we spell this one?
Hayley.
Oh, 2 I's. Haley with 2 I's. Question again?
What was your favorite OG Atari game?
Oh, Space Invaders. Space Invaders. And then there was a Pong game, too. That was kind of cool.
I think it's literally called Pong.
It's literally called Pong. Pong game. It's called Pong. Space Invaders. Amazing. The other part was, I think the second part I liked the most about was chewing on the controller. I'd be like, one button, chewing on the controller. Well, I mean, that's how old I was.
Alright, and Luke, we have questions from Luke. He says, future stream ideas.
Future stream idea.
Our next person is Luke, and Luke asks, what are your future stream ideas?
Future stream ideas. Good question, Luke. More retro gaming. Some of those games that we talked about earlier that we have not played yet, we're going to have to do. Corny dad jokes. Love it. It's fun.
Luke also asked a question about collab, but it's pretty much the exact same thing that Robbie asked, or whoever else asked. So.
All right, Luke, so I'm not going to charge you the $1 for that question. Robbie's already paying for it.
All right. Favorite food?
Pizza. Wood-fired pizza. Amazing. And ice cream cake. Don't judge me. Ice cream cake is awesome. Ice cream sandwiches, ice cream cake, just ice cream. All the flavors. Except my son's favorite.
Except mine.
If you know, now you know. But between pizza and ice cream, you get a dad bod like this. It's amazing. Let's go.
Luke also asks, what's your favorite animal?
A dog.
Man's best friend?
I love the dogs. Man's best friend. Got 2 myself. They're amazing.
What is your favorite music genre?
Woo! See, that puts me into a spot that just is mind-blowing to me. So I would say classic rock, rock and roll. And then I look at the genre, and you look at the 80s, Paula Abdul. Don't judge me for that. Whitney Houston, don't judge me for that. Michael. Kind of got me on that one. Don't judge. So I can go all the way back up to now Nickelback, Creed, the new stuff, Teddy Swims. There's so many. I didn't say Taylor. Don't do it. See, I'm funny too. But so many. So over the years, Paganini, Bach, Vivaldi. When you start talking about different things, I'm very versed in music. It's just I just love it. I love it all. Don't say I love 80s and 90s country. Hopefully Mike didn't pick up the 80s, 90s country thing. Oh, jeez, I just said that again. Amazing. So I love music from all different genres. It's great. That's what I have to say about that. There's just too many. There's too many things that I like about music that can't pinpoint it.
Yeah. All right. So, before the video, I looked through all the questions, and our last question is asked by Johnny.
The last question is worth $5. It's cost $5, by the way.
So, this question is probably the most legendary question, and
Okay.
Johnny asks, "What inspired the BossManWalt name?"
Wow. Okay, here we go. So I work for BMW. If you don't know what that is, Google it, BMW. And I'm a boss or a manager there. So one of my employees called me BossManWalt, BMW. BossManWalt. That's what inspired it. And there it is. Thank you guys very much for all the questions. Much appreciated. All the love. That was so much fun. I loved it all. Charlie, Chiefs fan 41. We had Haley with 2 Y's on here. Haley, Eric in 1 and Eric 2. Both of you. Jessica was there.
We got Luke.
Wait a minute, Luke. But you know who I want to talk about here?
Robbie.
Robbie. $4, bro.
Johnny,
Just kidding.
Johnny
with the banging question at the end. How did I get my name BossManWalt? What inspired it, actually? Now, how did I get it? What inspired it? BossManWalt, BMW. Looking forward to seeing you guys again soon. Thank you guys so much for asking all these amazing questions. I truly appreciated it. This was so much fun, and I look forward to doing it again. I want to thank Hawkster152. Thank you guys. Looking forward to doing Cordy Dad jokes, retro gaming, much more to come, and I'll see you soon. And I'm out!